I tell you, everything has changed with the Tampa RV show.
It has.
I mean, we were going, and then we were denied because they were sold out.
Yeah, so we don't know what's going on.
We don't know what's going on. So we're here at a rest area. We are going to regroup, and we're going to discover what's next.
And thanks for joining us. What?
Aren't you going to say who you are? I mean, most people probably know, but if they're new, they don't know.
I'm Sandra.
I'm David over here, Big Truck, Big Travels. If you are new to the channel and now you do know us,
yeah, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button because we've got a lot of videos coming up this next week.
Yes.
Because we are headed to the Tampa show.
We're going to be busy.
So we've been going to the Tampa show for like 15 years now.
We've only missed, what, a couple of years?
Maybe 2 or 3 years. And it goes way, way back when we were flying down, staying at a hotel, and doing all our research for our forever RV, which lasted 3 years.
That's right. But it was the right floor plan, and we made the right decision. Yes.
So we're excited. We just love going and looking at RVs. We're sick. We know. But yeah, we've been going to the Tampa show. We got our RV. We started meeting up with a lot of people. This lifestyle's amazing with that. When we started going to the Tampa show, we camped out in the parking lot. That was our goal. Once the first year we got our camper, we said, we're going to the Tampa show.
That's right, because we had been for several years before that, and we saw people camping out, and we said, okay.
We got to do that.
We got to do that. That was be like the first thing we did when we full-time. So we did. We got our trailer, and we retired. We drove down to Tampa.
And that was our first time boondocking.
First time was in the fairgrounds at the Tampa show. Now, it was different back then.
It was. I mean, we would do like a meetup, and a bunch of us would get together, and we were able to park the campers facing each other, and we ended up, they're like little mini rallies. And we had like 7 or 8 of us at one time.
Yeah, there was one rally. Actually, I think there was, 6 or 7 big trucks were there.
There were.
That camped with us. We actually met some people and made some friends there at the rallies, the Tampa RV show rallies.
Yeah, the rallies. And it was neat because, we would all go into the show together and then come back, and at nighttime we'd have potluck dinners, and we'd sit around the campfire, propane, because you can't have a real campfire.
That's right.
And it's like, oh, did you see this RV, or did you see that camper, or oh, what about that vendor?
Yep.
And then of course in the next day you got to go in and check it out. So it was a lot of fun. But so we went last year, obviously. And things changed a lot last year. I mean, we pulled in, we went to our camping area under the tree, and they said, nope, you can't park here.
Can't do it, you gotta move. Okay.
Well, we're on the move again. We got all unhooked and settled, and then apparently they changed the rules. They have no signs, so we're all having to move now. So hopefully they'll direct us to the right spot this time. And so they kicked us out and moved us over to the another RV camping parking area.
Sort of their designated overnight area that they had just started last year.
Yes. So now, this year, this has been crazy. We thought we'd just pull in like we normally do, but man, things have changed.
A lot.
I mean, dramatically. And we just found out a couple of days ago about the whole process change.
Yeah, I mean, I had looked online earlier and saw that you had to make reservations for overnight camping.
Yeah, for the general overnight boondocking in the parking lot.
And when I first saw that, it had sold out except for Saturday night, but I thought that was for the campground. And because they have a campground there that you do have to make reservations for. I didn't think it would be general parking.
No. Well, you know what happens when you assume.
Yeah.
It makes out of you and me.
Definitely. So I called them, and they said, yep, even for general overnight parking, you have to make a reservation. And you got to do it online.
And this was just a couple of days ago.
Yeah. And so I said, well, that's really not great because we want to go to the show. And she said, well, you can still come in. We said, no, we want to overnight there. We want to camp there. That's part of the experience. And she said, well, I can put you on a waiting list. And I said, oh, okay. Go ahead and do that. How far back am I? She says, well, you're 142 on the waiting list. I'm like, oh. Really? And she goes, yep. And she kind of giggled and said, yeah, I've got like 8 calls already this morning. And I said, well, go ahead and put my name down.
Put us on.
We'll see.
But I think at that point in time in our hearts, we decided, or we realized, okay, we're now not going to the Tampa show, even though we told everybody, hey, we're going to the Tampa show. So, I know for me, it's like, all right, well, let's just move on to our next boondocking site. And I actually started getting excited about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was looking forward to it.
So, yeah.
And I had called right the morning before we left, the morning of us leaving. I had called him again, and she said, well, you've made some headway. You're now number 22. Well, this is, the couple of days before the start of the show. And I said, well, but we want to be there all week. She goes, well, people are, if they cancel, they might only cancel Wednesday and Friday.
Right.
And so we're like, oh, okay.
No guarantee we could stay there the whole time. And we're not going to just pull in for one night and leave.
No, we want to stay the week.
Exactly.
So we said, okay, let's go to our next boondocking location.
We're not going to go.
We're just not going to go this year. We were disappointed, but we're like, let's move on. Let's head on.
Yeah. And we resolved ourselves to that. Went through the 5 stages pretty quick on that one.
Oh, yeah.
So we pull into the rest area just for a little bio break.
And there was some traffic on the road. We were kind of delayed.
Really delayed.
And pulled into the rest area. It was getting a little late. And we go for a bio break. I walk into the men's room. I'm walking in.
He's dumping and filling.
And I'm in my little room. And the phone rings. And I'm really not in a position, we'll say, that I can just easily exit the room. And so she's on the phone and she says, hi, David. This is Maggie. And I said, oh, hi. And she said, do you still want to come to the show? And I'm like, what? She says, we have room for you now. And I said, really? And I said, but I want the whole week. She goes, no problem. And then she says, actually, I can do you one better. And I said, really? She says, you can come in on Tuesday if you want. And I said, wow. She goes, so if you want to do it, why don't you just give me your credit card? Well, I'm not going to be yelling out my credit card, where it echoes throughout the whole area, right? Where I'm at. So I said, give me 5 minutes because I can, get myself together in 5 minutes and give me a call back. She says, no problem. I leave at 6. That'll be just a few minutes before I leave. I'll give you a call back.
So I'm in the RV because, as David said, we got in kind of late and we try not to get into boondocking areas at night. Right. And we were on a track to actually arrive at dark. We decided, let's just go ahead and spend the night at the rest area and then we'll move on today. So David comes walking in. He comes running in. I think he even skipped all the steps. He just jumped in the front door and he said, if we can get in, do you want to get in? It's like, what? And I'm like, again, I've gotten over it. I've moved on. And so he said, yeah, we can get in. I just got a call. I was like, well, you're in the bathroom? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
of course. Why would I not get a call in
yeah. So it was pretty exciting, but you know, again, it's that emotional roller coaster, and it's like,
Woo.
okay, I guess we're on again.
Yep. And then I told her, but you know, because we had this plan for staging ourselves Tuesday, going in on Wednesday, and I said, oh, that's out the window. We're going tomorrow, Tuesday. And she goes, what? We're going to be there actually Tuesday evening, and then we'll be all set up and ready to go for the show. So,
which means I don't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, so we can get geared up, get in line by 6:30 in the morning.
Be one of the first in line, because you know it's not like we can squeeze through some cars.
No, it's first come, first serve. At least it used to be. So now it's reserved. And they've got designated parking spots, but from what we understand, you got the rules this morning.
Yeah.
It's going to be rally style, kind of like it was at the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta.
Yep. Yeah, and it looks like about the same size sites too.
20 by 50 sites. So it's going to be interesting. We're not sure how this is all going to pan out, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's the first year they're doing it like this, so we'll see what it's like, and we're excited to be going.
Yeah.
We hope we can fit into the sites, because I told her how big we were, and she goes, oh, really? And I said, yeah. And she goes, well, okay, you're not going to be able to fit your truck and your trailer. I'm like, well, I'm okay with that. We can, you know. She said, well, then you can park it like in regular, you know, overnight parking. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
no problem.
So we don't know, but we're gonna see. So let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's see what's next.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
We made it.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Man.
So we'd like to thank everybody at the Tampa Fairgrounds for being so gracious. And
they were
just
fantastic.
Amazing.
Now I think they freaked out a little bit when they saw our size.
Yeah.
So they kind of took us the back way, but they were amazing. They were fantastic. They're doing a great job getting everyone parked. There's a lot of people coming.
There is, and a lot of choreography. So it seems like it's going really smooth right now.
It does, yeah.
So we're excited.
Yeah,
we finally made it. Man.
We got a nice spot.
Yes.
And we're so lucky. Very fortunate.
Very grateful. Yeah.
Man.
And so we've got an interesting spin on the RV show. So we hope you subscribe. Hit the notification button.
Yep.
Because I think you're going to try to get videos out every day.
Man, I'm going to try every day a little bit of everything about the RV show, little snippets to give you guys an idea of what it's like.
Right. The Tampa dailies.
Yeah.
So come join us. We're excited to have you along.
Yep. It'll be fun. Let the RV show begin.
Yay, I'm excited.